In this video, we're going to talk about Erica Slaughter's twisted fate and her doomed confrontation. Alright, my brothers and my sisters from another mister, this is a comic book review, full story review of Something is Killing the Children, issues number 31 through 35. Brought to you by RatedComics. Now, before we get into the content, link in description if you wish to add this comic book and or any of our other Rated Comics exclusives to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. Also, timestamps will be in description if you wish to go from issue to issue. Lastly, if you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. Like this video and subscribe to Rated Comics YouTube channel for more content and full story breakdowns like this. Now, with all that being said, hey, let's get into the content. So we begin this issue with Owen from the previous issue in issue number 30 being interrogated by Sheriff Carter. He tells him that the lady grabbed Jimmy by the neck and lifted him like he weighed nothing, and that was almost scarier than the noise she was making. I tried to kick her, I swear, and he couldn't defend himself, and he got knocked out against the wall because this lady was super strong. What he's referring to is Erica Slaughter, but not Erica Slaughter in the sense that we know of Erica Slaughter, the monster hunter. No, the Erica Slaughter, the Duplicitype that attacked him and killed his friend. So Sheriff Carter's all traumatized by this. What did you do then? I just ran, says Owen, because I was scared. It didn't seem real. The lady didn't seem real. Is Jimmy okay? Because she was eating Jimmy. I need to know that. And Carter is like, look, man, I'm sorry, Owen, but Jimmy didn't make it. That's why we need your help. We need to understand everything you saw and everything you heard. And he cries, and Owen cries some more, puts his head up and says, all I can remember is Jimmy screaming. So Owen gets taken outside. Deputy Bill goes up to Carter and says, you know what, the sketch artist worked out a sketch of the killer based on the boy's description. This is what we got. And it's like, man, this is Erica Slaughter, but this is all too familiar. But, you know, why is she wearing that bandana? He questions the bandana. And Cutter is like, the bandana, it's a bandana. It's what she does. And they're all confused, like, what are you saying? She transforms into a monster. It's how we stay strong. And because Cutter is so unhinged right now, she's not as cold and calculating like she was before. Because in the previous arc, Erica Slaughter took her totem, the Dolly, and now she's just showing how unhinged and crazy she is. And even Cutter is like, shut up, just shut up. She stays strong. Where's the Bennett? That's how she stays strong. Her and her freaking octopus. And Carter is like, do you need to lay down or something? And we see Cutter just lose herself. Put out an APB for Erica Slaughter. I want her face all over the freaking news. I want every little piggy in a piggy uniform to hunt her down. You can see like all that red is intense back there. And she's like, forget it. I need to use a ladies' restroom. And Carter is like, what the freak is wrong with her? So Bill is like, you know what? I know in the previous issues, this is going back like 5 or 6 issues back, where she told him like, hey, check on my offices, they'll vouch for me as a federal agent or something like that. So now Deputy Bill's like, maybe I need to make those calls and find out who this Cutter woman really is. She doesn't seem well. So in the bathroom, we see how unhinged and crazy she's going. She yells out for her Dolly. She scratches her nails on the wall, and that's just cringe. What the freak are they doing with you, Dolly? I won't have it. I won't let them touch you. She can't touch you. Only I can touch you. She shatters the glass, and you know when she's cracking that glass with her fists are getting more bloody. But that shattering glass is also symbolism of her shattering image, as we all know as Cutter. She's not cold and calculating no more, but she is deadly and unhinged, and anyone who knows how to kill and she's unhinged, that's just crazy. So guess what? Now she needs to be the monster to fight the monster. So because she revealed herself as saying that the bandana makes us stronger, we get stronger. So now that's what she's gonna do, is put on her bandana, because that's what makes her stronger. And look at those bloody hands right there. So in this panel right here, Gabby's about to get into the water. And the reason why she has to get into the water is because Erica says, well, because I said so, that's why you have to do that. And Gabby's like, nah, girl, that ain't a good enough reason to do that. And Erica on the other end, or wherever she's at, she's like, okay, but whatever they're talking on the walkie-talkie. She tells Gabby, can you hear me? The reason why I need you to get into the water is because Duplicitypes like their blood warm, warmer than body temperature. We want it to pick up your scent so we can lead it to where we want it to lead it to. Okay, fine, says Gabby, but don't look at me, perv, says Gabby to Ricky. And Ricky's like, girl, relax. But it's not really like, I think it's just insecurity teenager kind of talk. So Erica tells Ricky, can you do this next bit? I have a lot to do. And Ricky's like, what is it? Well, it's not going to be easy, and it can't be. You have to get her vulnerable. You have to make sure she's afraid, because those monsters pick up on fear, and then the blood and this and that, and now we can do our thing. So Erica makes sure that Ricky can go through with this. And once she confirms that she can, Erica tells Ricky, I'm going to keep getting ready. Let me know when you're at Site B, all right? So she hangs up on the walkie-talkie, goes in, and Gabby's like, I hate the springs. I hate the water. And Ricky's like, how can you hate the springs? You practically grew up here. Everywhere you go in this town is hot springs. And she's like, well, yeah, we live in the desert, but having these in the backyard made the whole house, you know, sticky and smelly. And it's where, and she turns ahead because we go back to a couple issues back in issue number 26. It's where she saw her family get murdered. And it's just now we're starting to get into the root of this with Gabby. That's why she hates the springs, because it reminds her of her traumatizing experience with her family getting murdered by that Duplicitype, you know, in the spring water. You can tell that Ricky and Gabby are forming a closer bond with all this. So Gabby asks Ricky, hey, can you join me on this? And Ricky's like, okay. Just throws off her shoes and gets in, clothes on, everything. And Gabby's like, well, you know, your clothes are all wet. Why are you getting in like that? And she's like, don't worry about it. We live in the desert and it's fine. So Bill, in this panel right here, Deputy Bill goes into the barista shop, the one he has a crush on, and tells her, this is going to sound a little bit crazy, but I need your phone. I just need to make a call. And she's like, what, bro, you don't have a phone? This ain't the 1990s. You just can't be using my stuff like that. Look, says Deputy Bill, I know you don't know me, but I just saw a bunch of my friends dead. Try on the news and you'll hear all about it. But it's all freaked up that you want to use my phone. This isn't a joke, says Deputy Bill. So the barista is like, why is my phone so important? You must have a phone. Do it. Because something very weird is happening in our little city. I'm sorry, I can't say more than that. Even though Bill doesn't know, he knows that if he calls from his phone, there's a chance that Cutter can intercept it and send it back to the House of Slaughter. But if he uses her phone, something that Cutter cannot possibly suspect, hey, it's higher likely and a higher probability that he's going to find out the real truth of what's going on here. So she tells him, no funny business. Don't be putting your number in my phone like that, all right? And Deputy Bill tells her, no funny business. I promise I won't put my number in your phone. So she hands him the phone. Bill goes outside, makes the phone call on her phone, tries to verify Carter's information, and he gets put on hold. But before any more information can be relayed, Cutter comes out back with her bandana, stronger and more sadistic than ever. I knew I didn't like the way you were looking at me before. I knew you were up to something bad. Even bad, Billy boy. Bad. You're too smart. This is too smart for you, isn't it? Your phone would have gone right to the order. She knew that, and now you know that. Erica's a clever girl. You killed them all, didn't you? Says Deputy Bill. She squeezed tighter. His eyes go red, and you can tell that, guess what? You know what? This is his end, and it's going to be everybody's end, according to Cutter. That is intense right there, and look at that, and that is just the end of Deputy Bill. Sorry, bro. By the time you found out the truth, it's too late. Now, in this panel right here, Dolly tells Erica Slaughter that she's only going to get more dangerous. What are you talking about, says Erica. I ain't trying to hear all that. I don't care what you said about talking. You think you can throw her off by taking me away from her? There's no telling how many more people she'll kill now. And Erica's like, is that so? I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. And Dolly's like, do you want to know how many people she's killed this year alone? No, not monsters. She's good at killing monsters, but killing people, that's her specialty. It's something that she's been really good at. It's what she loves to do more than killing monsters. And Erica's like, okay, I'm putting you outside because I need to focus right now. I gotta get on with this trap. When she goes outside, Dolly tells her, you should listen to me. Why should I listen to you, says Erica. I don't even listen to my own totem, Octo. Are you sure? That's to your benefit, says somebody off panel. Erica points the gun and is like, who is that? Well, hello, Erica. And it's Cecilia right there, because you know she's hunting her down. And Erica's like, tell me why I shouldn't pull that trigger right now. And all Cecilia can tell her is, if you pull that trigger now, you won't know why I'm here. And more importantly, you won't know how to kill your Duplicitype. I made a mistake, Erica. You started this, didn't you, says Erica. You brought that Cutter woman here. You, says Erica, got Big Gary killed. And you also got Jessica killed too. And Cecilia just has to turn away in shame like, look, I'll never forgive myself for what happened, But we could talk about the past if you want, Erica, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk about your future. Okay, look, the suspense only continues to grow when Something's Killing the Children, issue number 31. And the way James Tynion writes these issues is, I know it's better to binge watch when all the storyline, all the trades are all in development, because issue by issue, it's a slow build that comes with a banger at the end of it all. But I'm okay with it because 1, hey, I'm a fan of this comic. 2, can't wait for this show to come out. And 3, link in description if you wish to add this comic book and or some of our other Rated Comics exclusives to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. And by the way, you should check out RatedComics.com to pre-order Something Is Killing the Children, a Rated Comics exclusive to add to your comic book collection. Link in description. So we begin this issue exactly where we left off in Something Is Killing the Children in issue number 31. You know, Cecilia looks at Erica, she confronts her in Tribulation, she tells her, look, if you're gonna kill me, just kill me. And Erica's like, I haven't decided yet, as she holds the gun, you know, point blank at her. So Cecilia's like, in the meantime, while you make that decision, let's go have a drink together and figure out what to do. You know, because it's been a long time. Even though Erica is hesitant to do that, she wants to hear what Cecilia has to say. So Cecilia tells her, I'm gonna have a drink. You can keep pointing that thing at me if it makes you feel more comfortable, but these books right here, I pulled them from Gary's library. I'm sure the Scarlets prefer you got them back to them, but it's gonna have the information you need if you want to survive. So have a glass, Erica. It's not a trick. Cecilia tells her that she doesn't drink as much as her mentor, Jessica, did. Now, Jessica is the one that brought Erica in. She made her first appearance in issue number 9, and then we got to know more of who Jessica was in issue number 16 through 20 and how Erica Slaughter became the monster hunter that she is. Now, we're going back in the past just a little bit before we can go forward. I don't know what happened to Jessica exactly, and in the issues it doesn't exactly show us, but it tells us that the dragon, the head of the House of Slaughter, sent her to her death. So now that Cecilia is having a moment in a heart-to-heart with Erica Slaughter, and Cecilia tells her, well, it's been a while and I'm putting my heart on pause right now. And Erica's like, heart? Well, 1, you don't have a heart, and 2, you brought that cutter woman to America to kill me. And Cecilia's like, well, we'll get to that, but first we gotta get to her. So Cecilia's like, well, we'll get to that, but before we do, let's cheers to Gary. They toast up, and Cecilia opens up her emotions to Erica that we've never thought that, you know, if you know her character, she doesn't show any emotion. She's ice cold. So she tells Erica that she thought that her and Jessica were both in love with Gary, but the bond with Gary was stronger between the two of them. Now, Gary is more like a father figure to Erica Slaughter. And Cecilia tells him, I don't know if anything ever happened between Jessica and Gary, but there was definitely a familiarity that he had with her. When he put her hand on her thigh, she just leaned in naturally. And the way he looked at her, that almost made Cecilia feel jealous because she longed for that feeling. They were capable of something that she found missing in herself. So she blames Erica. It's your fault that he's dead because I wanted you dead. I called that cutter woman and that cutter woman killed Gary. And Erica's like, why are you saying any of this to me, Cecilia? Because a dragon acts. That's a callback to the dragon, why he wants Erica Slaughter hunted. So Cecilia gets up and asks Erica, does the girl understand that she created a monster? Because, you know, if these monsters are created from figments of imaginations, and when that imagination manifests to other children, and in this case, in Gabby's case, that Duplicitype forms into something powerful. So Erica tells Cecilia, you know, she will know about it before the end. Somehow they always put that together, even when I wish they didn't. Well, you know what? It takes quite a mind to make a powerful monster like that. That's worth something. Does she have any fight in her? Erica looks away like, nah, I ain't trying to answer that. Well, that says everything. She does, and you're using her to draw the Duplicitype in? Not even sure if you could even kill it? It could be a waste of young talent if it all goes wrong, says Cecilia. And Erica doesn't want to take her in, but Cecilia tells her, what if you took her in? What if you resolved this? Brought her in, trained her, and started rebuilding the Black Mask. Now, the Black Mask is what Erica is what Jessica is. Cecilia is a White Mask, and Black Mask, they hunt solo. And on top of that, Cecilia tells her there's a way out of this. You know, you can take Jessica's seat on the council by bringing Gabby in. And why would I do that, says Erica. Maybe it's a chance to torment me, says Cecilia. You do seem to enjoy that. So Erica tells her, Cecilia, if you don't mind, tell me what the fuck this is, or else I am gonna shoot you. Well, look, says Cecilia, the old dragon is sick. The disease is spreading. He's not likely to recover from it, and he's always been fond of you, which is why he's left the door open. You are a problem, a serious problem. The order does not permit free agents like you. There's a clear way to deal with free agents, but House Cutter sent the problem of their own. And the dragon believes that if either of you are dead, it's satisfactory, as long as the secret is maintained about these monsters and the public doesn't know. Erica's like, so you don't want me back in the house? No, I don't, says Cecilia. I wish you weren't as good as you were, because you know what? I wish those monsters killed you and ripped your neck off. I wish I never had to think of you again. Then why not go to Cutter? Finish her off what you started, says Erica, which is a good point. You want me dead or not? And Cecilia's like, I would, but she killed the only person I even cared about in this world, Gary. I want her to die a very, very painful death, and I wish I could give it to her myself. So in these books, you'll be reminded that Duplicitypes are shapeshifters. You can stab it, you can shoot it all you want, blow it to pieces, it will reform, and each time it reforms, it gets stronger. Each time it kills, it gets stronger. So when I took it over with Gary and the Azures, the blue mask, for a month to make a proper strain for the poison to how to kill them, and we developed something that would eat them from the inside. It takes time, but some people use arrows, dip the arrows in that liquid and shot it in them, and once it's inside, it can be very painful, and that is your way in to kill that Duplicitype. But before you grab it, Cecilia grabs Erica Slaughter's hand and tells her, you know what? Don't be doing that. There was a mistake early in the process where one of the young Azures lost, and I still can't shake the screams in my sleep from time to time because of that event. Erica's like, okay, I will wear gloves. So Cecilia's like, you're not hearing me, Erica. This should kill the monster. But Charlotte Cutter? Oh, once you kill the monster, you can have a whole nother set of problems to deal with. She will be in a state of unbearable agony for the better part of an hour as her blood boils her from the inside out. After that, you can make my life easier and kill yourself, or you can make my life harder and recruit the girl and come home. And it just puts a whole lot of tough, troubling decisions, business decisions for Erica Slaughter to make. So Cecilia leaves her with this: it would be easier to ignore you if you gave us a reason to think you were dead. But in any case, if you ever come back on my radar, Erica, I haven't been a Black Mask in a very long time, but I trained side by side with the woman who taught you everything you know. It took me less than an hour to find you after reaching Tribulation, and if you think there is any place in this rotten world you can hide from me, then you aren't as smart as I know you are, says Cecilia. And Erica's like, damn, she left him with the potion, she left him with the tools, she goes in her car, she burns out, peels out. Erica's just like, all right, put the gun away, go outside, sees a horse, and that horse is just kind of like, I don't know if this is like a form of manifestation of Gary to console Erica, but she lets her emotional damage just rip, just let it go. Now, we get this flashback of Gary and Erica back then, just Gary reminding Erica that even though Jessica's going through a hard time, you and Jessica have a lot in common. Gary tells her, acting like a father figure, you can't carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Well, then who will? And Gary's like, that's a good question. I don't know. Even though Gary offers her a beer, she's 17 at the time, and it's just in a way for Gary to emotionally bond with her, he leaves her with this, and it's very heart-wrenching and just an emotional reminder to Erica that, I just wish Jessica was okay. That's what Erica says. And Gary tells her, no, we don't get okay. That's not in our life. We're not afforded that. If we're lucky, we make sure the kids get okay instead of us, the kids that we save. But until something happens, you have Jessica, you have Aaron Slaughter, which he died in issue number 10. You have me, and also, believe it or not, you have Cecilia. And he reminds Erica how Cecilia fits into this. Cecilia confirmed everything of this flashback that she does care for Erica. She does care for Jessica, and she definitely does care for Gary. But Erica is reminded of all that, even though at the time as a teenager it didn't make sense. Gary told her, remember what I told you, because later on it will make sense. And we end with Erica just crying on this horse. And it's just an emotional, packed, truly, completely driven. We get like behind the scenes of Erica, and it's just like, yo man, let the emotions flood out. I mean, even though nothing happened in terms of monster slaying with this issue, man, we're getting like an in-depth look to Cecilia finally open up to Erica for her desire to love and longing, and actually being able to share those feelings with Erica. Even though she gives Erica a way out and she lets Erica know, I don't like you, but if you were to do this, we can work with one another. And I don't know if Cecilia and Erica are gonna work with one another to fight or to eliminate, you know, Charlotte Cutter, who is clearly like deranged and just cray cray. But at the same time, what do we know here? Is there betrayal in the cards, or is Cecilia the ally that Erica Slaughter needs? So we begin this issue with Ricky and Gabby going through therapy. Well, more so Gabby going through therapy with Ricky. She's in a pool remembering the trauma so she can lure the Duplicitype to her. That way that Duplicitype can fall into Erica's trap. So Gabby's like, this sucks. Like, can we be done here? I don't think I could do this stuff again. And Ricky's like, I know it sucks, but just one more time, this is the last place and we're going back to the ranch. And then Gabby beat a typical teenager, like, just in time to die. This is stupid. Freaking therapy. F therapy. And Ricky's like, I think the idea is that by you saying it out loud helps you work past the issue. That's freaking dumb. I'm just gonna get past something that's this freaking awful. I mean, that thing ate my sister. I called my grandma a freak bitch and I ran away. And when I came back, she was in 2 freaking pieces behind the front desk. And my mama was dead and my sister, it was just still eating. So freak this, I'm done. Give me the knife. And Ricky's like, okay, well, you don't have to do it yourself. Just give it to me, damn it. And Gabby just slices her hand and just lets the water drip in the pool. And you know what? She's clearly not over it. But at this point, this scene, this panel right here is pretty raw, because I like the fact that the writers did not just allow Gabby to get over her trauma from the previous issues of something killing the children. No, this is raw, and this is, I think this is way more believable, that I'm just gonna live with it, deal with it, F it, screw it, it's part of me now. In this raw, funny moment, you know, Gabby's like, I changed my mind. Maybe you should get some therapy, Ricky. You know, get over being so gay for my aunt. I think it's making you gay for me. And, you know, Ricky's just like, now you're just being mean. Yeah, but I'm a teenager, so I'm allowed. So when they're walking away, Gabby gets a sense of something is just not right. She just has an eerie feeling. So Ricky asks her, well, what's wrong? I don't know. Just a bad feeling, I guess. But I guess bad feelings are all over the place, aren't they? So come on in, let's get the moving. Erica's waiting. So as they drive away in the truck and they zoom away beneath the tarp, we see Cutter right there lurking ominously as she's waiting to plan her attack. So in this panel right here, the sheriff is talking to this child, and this child was like, it's a lady. I know what I saw. It's a really scary lady. Here's a sketch. She looked like this, real big teeth. They're really big. And the sheriff's like, okay, so let me see if we can make her teeth any bigger. Okay, well, she wanted to eat me. She was coming to eat me. And the girl's mom was like, honey, you need to focus. It's almost like the mom doesn't even believe her, dismissing her beliefs. No, says the child to the sheriff, she really wanted to eat me. And the sheriff was like, but she didn't eat you. And to the sheriff, this is not adding up. No, she smelled something and then she roared. And the Duplicitype, because right now, Sheriff has his doubts about Cutter. But now they're talking about this monster looks like Erica that want to eat the child. And to the sheriff, this is just not freaking adding up. So he goes outside and he asks, do we have any word from Bill yet? Nope, nothing from Cutter, nothing from Bill either. And the sheriff's like, damn, what the fuck is going on here? So he just goes and looks and thinks up to himself, and he busts out his walkie-talkie. He's like, hey, I want to pull out a few of the maps from the cabinet in the sheriff's office and come meet me. I just had a weird thought about something. So now we get this glimpse of Erica, well, not really Erica, the Duplicitype, in the looks of Erica walking down the streets, and children are scared looking at this monster. Teeth are bigger, muscles are veinier, and she is hungry like that. So meanwhile at the ranch, Erica Slaughter is practicing archery, but just recently after getting her arm ripped open in a previous issue back, she's practicing her aim, and clearly her aim sucks. So she looks at the horse, who she's named Gary, is like, well, it's not bad after my arm being ripped up yesterday, right? That's pretty good, right? And the horse just looks at her like, And she's like, oh, okay, that's okay. So she has to go back and practice some more anyway. So Ricky and Gabby pull up, and Ricky tells her, if you make me do that stupid stuff again, I'm gonna kick you right in the poo nanny. Oh, is that right? Yeah, that's freaking right. And who is this horse right here? Well, you know, it's a horse. I'm calling him Gary. That's a shitty name for a horse. So anyway, so Ricky gets out the truck, lights up a cigarette, tosses up the tarp, looks underneath. As we would expect, we expect Cutter to come out and do some things, but no, Cutter already made her move, indicating that this woman is swift and quick and not to be messed with. So Erica tells Ricky and Gabby do not touch those explosives on the counter inside. That's the explosives that, Cecilia gave her. They're all over the place. It's poison. So now Cutter goes inside and finds her Dolly. She is happy. He gestures to Dolly to shh, be quiet. Now Cutter sees Octo. Now I wonder what sort of beast are you, says Cutter. And Octo just looks at her like, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. So Cutter looks at Octo and tells Octo what Dolly and I have is special, and I feel so much better now that I found her. But your little Erica is so wretched. Surely you'll be glad to get rid of her. Are you gonna cry to your mommy the moment she sees you, or are you gonna keep your little zipper shut? And Octo's like, why should I? Oh, I'll tell you why. I know how to set you free. I know how to set a creature like you free. I can cut you back loose into the world, let you feed. I might even let you eat Erica. How about that? And she seductively and very eerily tells him that, and she walks away. So Erica tells Gabby to take a nap because we're gonna have a long day, and Gabby's like, hell no, I ain't doing all that. So Erica looks at Octo and tells Octo, how's the view from down there? Fine. And then Erica's like, okay, can you feel it coming? The Duplicitype? Did the lure work? I think you'll all be dead very soon, alright? And Erica's like, okay, something's up here. So she takes Octo and walks away. Now Gabby is still complaining about, hey, I ain't ready to go to bed, alright? So Erica tells Rick, you're gonna help me set up the explosives, okay? The explosives that Cecilia brought to me. We should all be able to guide the monster into range if we do this right. And what about the woman from the police station? She's referencing Cutter. What do we do about her, says Ricky. And Erica, all she could tell her is that let's just hope that the monster comes first. But you know what? It is too late for that. And that is the end of this issue. Is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 33. Now, I like how it treads the line between sheer horror and the portrayal of effects of trauma, which is something I respect and I dig it. I think it makes the story that much richer and increases the stakes for the character. And I can't wait to see how further issues of this comic book play out. Now, with all that being said, link in description if you wish to add a copy of this comic book and or some of our other Rated Comics exclusives to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. So we open up this issue with Erica Slaughter on her horse, and she has a very fond memory for this horse. And she goes into it with Ricky why she has a fondness for this horse, because Ricky asked her, have you ever ridden before? Yeah, a little. When I was younger, they had me do a lot of stuff, but the hunter I trained under knew I liked horses. She was referring to Jessica, her mentor. So she kept telling her bosses that I was really bad at riding horses. So I had to keep, taking horse riding lessons, And Ricky's like seeing between the lines, like, you weren't really bad at it, were you? No, I was pretty good at it, all right? So this is like a callback to Jessica and Gary too. So Ricky's like, all right, man, take me through it again. You want me to hit the targets from this ridge as this thing gets closer? Yeah, that's about right. So as the thing that I can't see gets close, right? Says Ricky. Well, you actually might be able to see it now, says Erica. See, the more these things eat, the more tethered they become to the world. So I'd be surprised if it hasn't killed again since the last time we saw it. So the more it feeds, the stronger it gets. And the stronger it gets, the more you'll be able to see it. It won't be like something normal like, hey, I see it right there. It'll be more like looking at a ghost, something that's almost has a shape, but it'll feel wrong. All types wrong. Deep down, you'll want to run. And if it gets close to you, you should. And Ricky looks at the arrows like, and that's poison. Yeah, that's the poison that Cecilia gave to Erica a few issues back, or a couple issues back, and she dipped those arrows in him. So Erica tells her it's supposed to work, and when they pierce the skin, it's supposed to burn on the inside. Then we can worry about that Cutter woman, but we need that Duplicitype first. So Ricky's like, okay, this is all so heavy. Are we gonna make it? And you can see the look in Erica's eyes as she looks away, and she's like, I just hope so, So Gabby wakes up cranky and tired. She knows this is freaking dumb. She goes outside and we see muscular, muscled, ripped Cutter like, you must be Gabby. And Gabby just ducks and dodges. Instinctually, she has to get the hell up out of there. Oh, that's cute, dear. Very cute. And Cutter grabs her hair from behind. I think I like you quite a bit, Cutter says. If you don't scream, maybe I won't hurt you. You're a freaking liar and I know it. You could tell Cutter likes to play with her food. Gabby lets out a really loud scream. Initially, Ricky and Erica thinks it's just Gabby being bored. But you know what? They need to go check on things because as a double take, Erica sees something's up. And when she looks over there, she sees her Duplicitype. And Erica's like, oh, I can see it. Well, why does it look just like me? Why is that a crazy ass doppelganger of mine? And Ricky's like, well, I don't see anything. I need to see if Ricky's okay. Damn it, Ricky, I can't do this by myself. Well, if Gabby's fine, says Ricky, I'll come back out here and I'll help you out. But that sure as hell sounds like she's in a lot of trouble. I gotta check her out. And Erica understands, but this is so heavy on Erica right now. So Ricky, in her tense moment, is like, Gabby, if you're messing around, you're in so much trouble. You hear me? Say something. She goes to the door. She sees nothing, but she gets whipped from around the neck and dragged to the ground, dropped like it's hot. I mean, hot and pain right there, but Cutter, you can tell she likes to play with the food. And before she eats, she's gonna make sure that she does what Pennywise does, get a little bit more fear tension building going, you know? So Gabby's like, Ricky, I'm so sorry. I wasn't afraid. I lied. I was lying. I am very much afraid. And Ricky's like, Gabby, I need you to scream again. And Cutter's like, oh yeah, scream. Please scream. Let's all scream. But there's not gonna be no ice cream with that. So Erica Star looks at the Duplicitype and she shoots the bow and arrow, but her aim is off because she's injured. Come on, Erica. This is practically therapy. Getting to shoot yourself in the head with the arrow, this should be easy. She shoots and misses. The Duplicitype roars, building up intimidation and tension. And on top of the Duplicitype roaring, Gabby screams too. And it's like, ugh, damn it, I gotta go back. So Erica has to make a judgment call and go back to the house to make sure Gabby and Ricky are okay. So she goes back, Cutter goes outside. Oh, and she's ready to have so much fun. She puts him in feeble, weak-kneed positions, and she looks at Erica like, there you are. This is gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be okay, Gabby. I can see her coming. Gabby, tearful in the eyes, knows that this cannot be good. So Erica rides down on her high horse, so to speak, and Cutter's like, oh my god, I'm kind of amused right now. What on earth is she doing? I mean, it can't be good, but let's see what she's gonna try to do. So come on, Erica, you can do this. Erica tries to build herself up. She cocks the bow back and releases an arrow. The arrow comes flying in at high speed, and even though it's coming in at high speed at Cutter, well, it ain't fast enough because Cutter, she don't flinch, and she ain't flinching like Kobe didn't flinch in the NBA when he was with the Lakers. So she catches the arrow. Erica is like, oh no, this is the end. And Cutter's like, well, what do we have here? I see this liquid dripping at the tip of the arrow. You've done something to this arrow, haven't you? Well, let's find out. And she puts it inside of Gabby in her back, and Gabby, all she could do is scream in pain. And you know what? That is the end of this issue of Something's Killing the Children, issue number 34. Yo, this is a perfect horror comic, and I absolutely love this issue. I mean, the balance between tension and relaxation that amplifies, and it brings all this emotional aspect to the story as we come to the end of the story arc of Something's Killing the Children now. I absolutely dug it, and I can't wait to see how issue number 35 concludes this showdown, because this is Cutter's reign of terror, and who will be the last one standing? Someone's got to die. Now, even though Netflix is going to adapt this show, no release date is announced as of yet. But in the previous issue, Cutter impaled Gabby with the arrow in the back, and Erica Slaughter had that arrow poisoned so she can use that to shoot and aim at the Duplicitype that's coming after her. So the Cutter woman and the Duplicitype is all coming after Erica, Gabby, and Ricky, and it's all going down. So even Cutter woman knows that there was something wretched in that arrow, and now the girl is gonna die, and it's all your fault. This Cutter woman, keep in mind, she likes to play with her food and also toy with Erica, but Erica is not in the mood to be toyed with. She lunges at her full speed, and she lays some hands on that Cutter woman. Son. Now, Ricky has to go up to Gabby because she knows she's impaled with the arrow and that poison, and she has to check if she's okay. And it freaking hurts Gabby. And Ricky's like, I know, baby, I know. I'm going to find something there that could be cured. Like something that could cure you, but something has to counteract the poison. I'm not going to let you die, Gabby, as Ricky yells that on the top of her lungs. Now, Cutter Woman is just smiling as she's bleeding profusely. You do have spirit. don't you? That's something worth beating out of you. So she gets a rock and clobbers Erica in the head. And you can tell like that caught her off guard and she wasn't quite ready for that. I mean, how could you be? But Cutter Woman's like, it's not enough though. You must see that now. I want to toy with my food some more. I want to put some more saltiness and some pettiness to that meat that I'm about to murder right now. So she kicks her and she's like, yes, you're starting to accept your fate, aren't you? Now you notice how she pulls her hair to the side and Erica's mark of trepidation is right there. And that mark of trepidation from previous issues is what enables Erica Slaughter to see these monsters. Children can see it, adults cannot see it, but Erica being an adult, she can see it because of that mark. And now the Cutter Woman is going to cut that out of her, you know? As the monster approaches her and Erica Slaughter sees all that. So now Cutter, you know what? Like, you help earn this mark right now, all right? So she takes the blade, pierces it, and just flings the mark of trepidation out of Erica. And it's going to be very hard for Erica Slaughter to see that monster coming at her. Now, in the previous issue, issue number 34, Erica Slaughter tells Ricky that even though you can't see the monster like I can, it's like something that you see kind of faintly or vaguely, if I remember correctly. You know it's there, but it feels wrong and you want to run, but you're not going to see it. All you can see is like some kind of little figments of it, all right? So even though Erica lets the Cutter Woman get close, she headbutts her. And the Cutter Woman was like, you son of a bitch, that was a good one. Oh yeah? How about that? You like that clap back? And all the Cutter Woman can do is spit like a blood clot or a tooth out of her mouth, and Erica goes to work with that haymaker right there. Son. Now you notice that blade in Erica's other hand. Keep in mind of that. So the Cutter Woman tries to counteract, throws some hands. She misses. And Erica Slaughter's like, you know what? I can see your hands coming from a mile away, but you can't see this. Impels the blade to the midsection of the Cutter Woman. And the Cutter Woman's like, it doesn't matter. You still lose. And Erica Slaughter's like, yeah? Well, I'm freaking used to it. And this girl has some fight in her as she takes a shovel and just lays it down on her head. And all Erica could do is just breathe out of exhaustion. And the Cutter Woman's like, you know what? I'm still loving this. You know, it's still too late. So as she lifts the shovel again to deliver the final blow, oh, blood spurts out everywhere, and she lays that final blow. But as she goes up and takes an inhale and takes a breath of fresh air that ain't so fresh, because she sees a little bit of that monster approaching her. And now even Gabby knows that she can't see it no more. Ricky, says Erica, get her out. No, says Gabby, I could do something. Gabby, you've been poisoned. I don't think so. I don't care, says Gabby. I ain't Gabriela Lopez, and I'm a motherfucking hurricane woman. You know, that is got to be some power coming from a little girl right there. So Ricky's like, Gabby, what the hell are you doing? I'm not gonna die some pointless freaking death, all right? I gotta do something about it. So Erica tries to fight the monster, and you know, her fighting is proving a little bit futile as the monster just gashes her back. Erica goes to work. She's bloody, but she's getting gashed and gnawed and bloody. And Erica could just be like, no, this is my fight, Gabby. Get the hell out the way. No! Fuck that monster for killing my sisters, and fuck that monster for killing Nana Rosa, and freak this and freak that, messing up my whole damn childhood. I won't let you take anything else from me, says Gabby. Children, says the monster. He gets hungry, or she get hungry, more hungry than Tyrese from Fast and the Furious. The monster bites Gabby's hand, and Gabby's like, whoa, that's a clean bite. I didn't feel it, but now that I have no hand, what the freak is going on over here? So Erica gets Gabby out the way. Now, because Gabby was poisoned by the arrow, and that poison circulated throughout the bloodstream of Gabby, now the monster dies and just goes down for the count and lays down there and just, yeah, that's it. That's all, folks. This ain't Looney Tunes. This is something that's killing the children. So now that Gabby died, Erica's like, I'm freaking sorry. And Gabby's like, you're freaking kind? That's freaking dumb. I just killed a freaking monster. You should be proud of that. But she faintly, and her voice goes away slowly but surely as she goes to her eventual death. And that sucks. And Ricky is pissed. Get off of her. I said get off her. You freaking promise. You freaking promise. In issue number 30, Ricky asks Erica, if you're going to use Gabby to lure the monster to your trap, you better freaking promise me that nothing's going to happen. But Erica Slaughter couldn't promise her that. Ricky told her, well, just so you know, if anything happens to her, I will kill you my damn self. And Erica knows that promise because girl code ain't forgetting about that. So Erica has to pick up a rock and clobber Ricky in the back of her head. So now that Cecilia is with Sheriff Carter, and she tells Sheriff Carter, well, you know what, sooner or later we're gonna get some funds so you can get some people, hire them, clean up the mess, we'll take care of it, keep this hush hush, keep it on the down low. So the Carter is like, I don't care. I mean, what the hell happened? Who killed Gabby? I mean, this makes no freaking sense. He's in confusement. It all doesn't make any sense. And Cecilia's like, look, for your loss and your discretion, we're gonna help inject a little cash into your town and your police station. So you're gonna hire a few people and train them. Take it easy, all right? So now I think Cecilia, what she's gonna do is she's gonna let Erica Slaughter just do her own thing. She's denounced the order of the House of Slaughter. So we're not gonna go after her. Cutter woman is dead. We got that crazy woman out the way. So let's just go on our merry way, all right? Burn the body, never speak of this again. Do you understand? That's the order that Cecilia gave to the other members because they know that Erica Slaughter is out there roaming around, but I think Cecilia is gonna let this go. So Sheriff Carter gets in the car with Ricky, and Ricky's like, you know what? That is not Erica Slaughter. Those are the people that her damn monster people are trying to protect, all right? That is not Erica Slaughter. You know what? And Carter's like, look, you're lucky. I ain't trying to hear all that. I made her a promise that if anything happened to Gabby, I'm gonna keep that promise and kill that woman my damn self, all right? So don't let those people tell you that that's Erica Slaughter in the flesh. That's not. I'm gonna find her. I don't care where she is. I don't care what she's lost. I'm gonna find her and I'm gonna kill her, as we don't know what the next adventure for Erica Slaughter is. Now, we don't know where it's gonna go from here, but this is the end of this story arc right here. That Cutter woman is some biatch I don't want to deal with. And also, if and when she does come on to Netflix, Something Is Killing the Children, I don't know what kind of woman or what kind of actress can portray that kind of level of cray, but I'm looking forward to how this is all going to come together on streaming service adaptation, you know what I mean? But I definitely love this comic book, and what you guys think of the comic book, comment below, let me know. And also link in description if you wish to add this comic book and or any of our other limited print rated comic exclusives to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. Lastly, this video is sponsored by coffee, so if you'd like to buy your boy a cup of coffee, link in description or donate to the super thanks. But the greatest compliment you guys can do is by liking this video and subscribing to RatedComics YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.